Someone is secretly buying a diamond ring for you. The name is. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the moment these words landed on your screen, something inside your chest softened and tightened at the same time, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you and it didn't arrive by accident. Don't scroll, listen to this, because you've been sensing a quiet anticipation lately, not the loud anxious kind, but the kind that hums beneath your breath like a promise you can't quite name, and your heart needs this right now because promises form before proof appears. Listen to this, because the universe has been working in the background of your life with a steadiness that doesn't rush you. And don't scroll because rushing has never been how what's meant for you arrives. This message is for you because you've been in a season of spiritual awakening where your intuition feels sharper, your reactions softer, and your standards clearer, and your heart needs this right now because clarity is the doorway to commitment. Listen to this, because commitment doesn't always announce itself with fireworks, sometimes it arrives as consistency, as someone choosing you in silence before choosing you in public, and don't scroll because silence has been protecting what's forming. This message is for you because there has been a shift in the emotional field around you, a subtle recalibration that made old doubts fall quiet and made space for something new to take shape, and your heart needs this right now because space is where destiny breathes. Listen to this, because lately you may have noticed signs appearing when your mind drifts toward love and future and belonging. Angel numbers catching your eye at just the right moments, 111 when you imagine a new chapter beginning, 222 when you feel balance returning to your emotional world, 333 when reassurance wraps around you without explanation, and 444 when protection feels close even if the path ahead isn't fully visible. And don't scroll because these numbers are not coincidences, they are confirmations. This message is for you because confirmation doesn't demand belief, it invites recognition, and your heart needs this right now because recognition feels like peace, not pressure. Listen to this, because someone connected to your soul has been moving with intention, not impulse, and don't scroll because intention lasts longer than excitement. This message is for you because there is someone who has been reflecting deeply, thinking carefully, and choosing deliberately, and your heart needs this right now because deliberate love is safe love. Listen to this, because this person didn't wake up one morning and decide on a whim. They arrived here after growth, after healing, after realizing what truly matters, and don't scroll because realization changes behavior. This message is for you because the energy of commitment has been circling you quietly, like a tide pulling closer without crashing, and your heart needs this right now because calm momentum is real momentum. Listen to this, because you may have felt moments of emotional warmth out of nowhere, flashes of familiarity, or sudden peace when thinking about partnership, and don't scroll because those sensations are resonance, not imagination. This message is for you because resonance happens when two paths align internally before they intersect externally, and your heart needs this right now because timing aligns inward first. Listen to this, because the universe has been protecting this process from outside interference, from premature conversations, from fear-based reactions, and don't scroll because protection often looks like delay. This message is for you because delay does not mean denial, it means preparation, and your heart needs this right now because preparation ensures stability. Listen to this, because the person moving toward you has been preparing in practical ways and emotional ways, grounding themselves, choosing responsibility, choosing presence, choosing permanence, and don't scroll because permanence is a different energy than promise. This message is for you because permanence feels heavy only when fear is present, but when alignment exists, permanence feels like relief, and your heart needs this right now because relief is what follows readiness. Listen to this, because you've been ready in ways you didn't even announce, ready in how you no longer chase clarity, how you honor your boundaries without guilt, how you choose peace over proving. And don't scroll because those choices changed your frequency. This message is for you because frequency determines what can approach you safely, and your heart needs this right now because safety is part of your destiny. Listen to this, because soulmate energy does not destabilize your nervous system, it calms it. And don't scroll because you've been feeling calmer lately, less reactive, more grounded. This message is for you because calm is the sign that something solid is forming, not something fleeting. Listen to this, because the universe speaks through patterns as much as words, and don't scroll because the patterns have been clear, repeating numbers like 555 showing up when change becomes inevitable but supportive, 666 appearing when you're reminded to balance heart and mind, 777 confirming alignment without explanation, and 888 signaling that giving and receiving are finally equalizing in your life, and your heart needs this right now because equality is the foundation of commitment. Listen to this, because commitment that isn't equal eventually becomes heavy, and don't scroll because heaviness is no longer your path. This message is for you because the person stepping toward you understands this, understands the weight of choosing someone for life, and your heart needs this right now because understanding creates security. Listen to this, because this is not about being swept away, it's about being anchored together, and don't scroll because anchors keep love steady when life moves. This message is for you because there has been prayer, intention, and careful thought placed around this decision, and your heart needs this right now because sacred choices are made slowly. Listen to this, because sacred does not mean dramatic, it means intentional. And don't scroll because intentional love changes everything. This message is for you because you may soon notice subtle confirmations in the physical world, a conversation that lingers, a look that feels different, a sense of seriousness replacing uncertainty, and your heart needs this right now because seriousness is not fear, it's respect. Listen to this, because respect grows where love matures. And don't scroll because maturity has been a theme in your life lately. This message is for you because you've been shedding old versions of yourself that believed love had to hurt or be unstable to be real, and your heart needs this right now because stability is not boring, it's healing. Listen to this, because healing allows love to be chosen freely, not desperately, and don't scroll because desperation is no longer part of your story. This message is for you because the universe has been aligning details behind the scenes, timing, resources, courage. So that when this step becomes visible, it feels natural, not shocking, and your heart needs this right now because natural alignment lasts. Listen to this, because the name you've been wondering about has already been echoing in subtle ways, through thoughts, through signs, through moments of recognition that made you pause, and don't scroll because recognition often arrives before confirmation. This message is for you because confirmation doesn't always shout, sometimes it arrives as a calm certainty that doesn't need validation, and your heart needs this right now because certainty feels steady. Listen to this, because steady love doesn't pull you off your center, it meets you there. And don't scroll because meeting you there is the point. This message is for you because what's forming is protected by divine timing, by patience, by growth on both sides, and your heart needs this right now because protection ensures longevity. Listen to this, because longevity requires more than feelings, it requires intention, and don't scroll because intention is already in motion. This message is for you because the universe would not stir your heart like this without a reason, and your heart needs this right now because your intuition has been right more often than you admit. Listen to this, because intuition is not guessing, it's remembering, and don't scroll because you're remembering what aligned love feels like. This message is for you because the next reveal will not feel chaotic, it will feel confirming, and your heart needs this right now because confirmation brings peace. Listen to this, because peace is the tone of what's coming, and don't scroll because staying present matters here. This message is for you because what unfolds next depends on awareness, not urgency, and your heart needs this right now because awareness anchors destiny. Listen to this, because destiny doesn't rush, it arrives when both hearts are ready to hold it, and don't scroll because readiness has already been cultivated. This message is for you because the universe is not teasing you, it's preparing you, and your heart needs this right now because preparation is love in action. Listen to this, because what's coming will feel like a quiet yes before it ever becomes a visible one. And don't scroll because that quiet yes is already forming around you now. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the energy surrounding you has deepened since the last moment you became aware, and your heart needs this right now as much as it did before, maybe even more, because what's unfolding is moving from intention into form. This message is for you, and it's arriving gently because urgency would disrupt what's being built with care. Don't scroll, listen to this, because lately your intuition has been nudging you in quiet ways, not pulling, not pushing, just guiding, and your heart needs this right now because guidance is different from force. Listen to this, because force was part of your past, but alignment is part of your future, and don't scroll because alignment is subtle but undeniable. This message is for you because you've been noticing small shifts in how you think about commitment, security, and the future, and your heart needs this right now because those thoughts didn't appear randomly. Listen to this, because the universe plants ideas before it reveals outcomes, and don't scroll because seeds grow underground first. This message is for you because someone connected to your destiny has been doing the same inner work, reflecting, stabilizing, and aligning their life in ways you may not see yet, and your heart needs this right now because unseen effort still counts. Listen to this, because love that lasts is built in private before it's celebrated in public, and don't scroll because privacy has been protecting this process. This message is for you because divine timing has wrapped itself around this connection, slowing things just enough to make sure nothing cracks under pressure, and your heart needs this right now because pressure once broke what wasn't ready. Listen to this, because readiness feels different now, it feels calm, grounded, and intentional, and don't scroll because that calm is not emptiness, it's stability. This message is for you because stability has been your lesson, and your heart needs this right now because you learned it well. Listen to this, because the signs around you have not stopped, they've simply shifted tone, appearing less as warnings and more as confirmations, and don't scroll because confirmation reassures the soul. This message is for you because divine numbers have continued to show up in moments that matter. 111 when your thoughts drift toward new beginnings without fear, 222 when emotional balance replaces overthinking, 333 when guidance feels close even without explanation, and 444 when protection surrounds decisions that involve your heart. And your heart needs this right now because these numbers are saying you're safe. Listen to this, because safety is essential when something precious is being prepared, and don't scroll because precious things are handled carefully. This message is for you because the person moving toward you is not acting from impulse, they're acting from clarity, and your heart needs this right now because clarity sustains commitment. Listen to this, because commitment doesn't form overnight, it forms after awareness, responsibility, and emotional maturity come together, and don't scroll because those pieces are aligning now. This message is for you because you may have felt moments of sudden gratitude lately, even without a clear reason, and your heart needs this right now because gratitude often precedes receiving. Listen to this, because receiving no longer scares you the way it once did, and don't scroll because fear has loosened its grip. This message is for you because you've learned that love doesn't need to be dramatic to be real, it needs to be consistent, and your heart needs this right now because consistency builds trust. Listen to this, because trust is what allows two lives to merge without losing themselves. And don't scroll because losing yourself is no longer part of your story. This message is for you because your sense of self has strengthened, making room for partnership instead of dependency, and your heart needs this right now because partnership is mutual. Listen to this, because mutual energy feels balanced, not draining, and don't scroll because you've been feeling more balanced lately. This message is for you because the universe has been recalibrating how much you give and how much you allow yourself to receive, and your heart needs this right now because equality is sacred. Listen to this, because sacred balance is reflected in divine numbers like 555 appearing when change supports growth, 666 reminding you to return to inner harmony rather than worry, 777 confirming that what's aligning is guided, and 888 signaling that material and emotional stability are coming together. And don't scroll because stability supports long-term decisions. This message is for you because long-term thinking has replaced short-term survival in your mindset, and your heart needs this right now because survival mode once clouded your vision. Listen to this, because vision is clearer when you're no longer bracing for loss, and don't scroll because loss is not the theme of what's coming. This message is for you because what's approaching is built on intention, patience, and reverence for timing, and your heart needs this right now because rushing would disrupt the alignment. Listen to this, because you've learned to trust the pause, and don't scroll because the pause has been purposeful. This message is for you because silence around this connection hasn't meant absence, it's meant focus. And your heart needs this right now because focus strengthens resolve. Listen to this, because the person connected to you has been focusing on becoming the kind of partner who can offer consistency, presence, and follow through, and don't scroll because follow through is rare but powerful. This message is for you because your intuition recognizes follow through energy even before it shows up physically, and your heart needs this right now because intuition reads energy accurately. Listen to this, because energy doesn't lie, and don't scroll because what you've been sensing has been truthful. This message is for you because you may soon notice small external confirmations aligning with what you felt internally, timing syncing effortlessly, conversations flowing differently, and a sense of seriousness replacing ambiguity, and your heart needs this right now because seriousness feels grounding, not heavy. Listen to this, because grounding is what allows love to last beyond excitement, and don't scroll because longevity is being built here. This message is for you because the universe has been clearing distractions from your path so you can recognize what's real when it arrives, and your heart needs this right now because clarity prevents confusion. Listen to this, because confusion used to pull you into cycles that drained you, and don't scroll because those cycles are closing. This message is for you because closure doesn't always require confrontation. Sometimes it happens when alignment makes old patterns irrelevant, and your heart needs this right now because irrelevance is freedom. Listen to this, because freedom allows choice, and don't scroll because choice is powerful. This message is for you because the choice being prepared involves commitment that feels secure rather than uncertain, and your heart needs this right now because certainty calms the nervous system. Listen to this, because calm is the emotional environment where meaningful decisions are made, and don't scroll because calm has been growing in you. This message is for you because growth has not been loud, but it has been steady. And your heart needs this right now because steady growth lasts. Listen to this, because what's unfolding next will not demand that you change who you are, it will meet you where you are, and don't scroll because meeting you where you are is the point. This message is for you because divine timing is not about delay for delay's sake, it's about alignment for longevity, and your heart needs this right now because longevity matters. Listen to this, because what's being prepared is meant to stay, not to teach a painful lesson and leave, and don't scroll because permanence is part of this energy. This message is for you because the universe does not place this level of intentionality around something temporary, and your heart needs this right now because your time and heart are valuable. Listen to this, because value is being recognized, not just by the universe, but by the one moving toward you, and don't scroll because recognition changes behavior. This message is for you because the next sign will feel unmistakable, not overwhelming, not confusing, but quietly confirming, and your heart needs this right now because confirmation brings peace. Listen to this, because peace is the tone of what's unfolding, and don't scroll because staying present matters. This message is for you because awareness anchors destiny, and your heart needs this right now because destiny unfolds best when you're grounded. Listen to this, because what's coming does not need to be chased, it's already aligning, and don't scroll because alignment does the work for you. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the energy around you has shifted again and your heart needs this right now in a way that words usually struggle to explain. This message is for you and it's arriving softly but deliberately, like a whisper that knows exactly where to land. Don't scroll, listen to this, because something has been unfolding behind the scenes that required patience, trust, and emotional maturity from both sides, and your heart needs this right now because you've reached a level of inner stillness that allows truth to arrive without shock. Listen to this, because lately you've been moving through life with a quiet awareness, noticing things you once overlooked, sensing when to pause instead of react, and don't scroll because that awareness is evidence of spiritual awakening. This message is for you because awakening doesn't always feel like excitement, sometimes it feels like calm certainty replacing old emotional noise. And your heart needs this right now because certainty anchors destiny. Listen to this, because destiny doesn't rush, it aligns, and don't scroll because alignment has been happening steadily within you. This message is for you because the universe has been responding to your internal changes, not your external circumstances, and your heart needs this right now because inner shifts always come first. Listen to this, because you may have noticed divine numbers appearing more frequently, gently punctuating your days. 111 when your thoughts align with possibility instead of fear. 222 when emotional balance settles after uncertainty. 333 when guidance feels close without needing explanation. And 444 when protection surrounds you during moments of quiet transition. And don't scroll because these numbers are confirmations, not coincidences. This message is for you because confirmation doesn't require effort, it arrives naturally when you're ready to receive it, and your heart needs this right now because readiness feels like peace. Listen to this, because peace has been growing in you lately, not the absence of desire, but the absence of panic, and don't scroll because panic once drove your choices. This message is for you because you no longer chase clarity, you allow it to meet you, and your heart needs this right now because allowance creates space for truth. Listen to this, because someone connected to your path has been moving through their own process of realization, quietly recognizing the depth of what they feel and the weight of what they're preparing for, and don't scroll because meaningful decisions are made in silence. This message is for you because silence has not meant distance, it has meant focus, and your heart needs this right now because focus refines intention. Listen to this, because intention is different from impulse, and don't scroll because impulse fades but intention endures. This message is for you because the connection tied to your destiny is grounded in intention, not urgency, and your heart needs this right now because grounded love feels safe. Listen to this, because safety is something your soul has been craving without always knowing how to name it, and don't scroll because safety is essential for lasting connection. This message is for you because you've been releasing old beliefs that love must be unstable to be real, and your heart needs this right now because stability is not boring, it's healing. Listen to this, because healing doesn't erase desire, it clarifies it. And don't scroll because clarity sharpens intuition. This message is for you because your intuition has been speaking calmly instead of loudly, guiding you toward what feels aligned rather than what feels intense, and your heart needs this right now because calm guidance is trustworthy. Listen to this, because the universe communicates through repetition and rhythm, and don't scroll because the rhythm has been steady, divine numbers like 555 appearing when supportive change is near, 666 reminding you to return to balance when your mind drifts into overanalysis, 777 confirming alignment without requiring proof, and 888 signaling that giving and receiving are finally equalizing in your life. And your heart needs this right now because equality is foundational for commitment. Listen to this, because commitment energy doesn't feel heavy when it's aligned, it feels reassuring, and don't scroll because reassurance has been showing up for you in subtle ways. This message is for you because you've been feeling moments of gratitude without a clear reason, a sense that something good is forming even if you can't yet see it. And your heart needs this right now because gratitude often precedes manifestation. Listen to this, because manifestation doesn't always arrive suddenly, sometimes it unfolds layer by layer, and don't scroll because patience allows layers to settle properly. This message is for you because you've learned to respect timing instead of fighting it, and your heart needs this right now because timing protects what matters. Listen to this, because the universe has been protecting this alignment from interference, from fear-driven conversations, from rushed decisions, and don't scroll because protection often looks like waiting. This message is for you because waiting has not been empty for you, it's been formative, and your heart needs this right now because formation builds resilience. Listen to this, because resilience changes the way love approaches you, it comes steadier, more prepared, more grounded, and don't scroll because grounded love lasts. This message is for you because the person aligned with your path has been stepping into greater responsibility, not just emotionally but practically, understanding what it means to show up consistently, and your heart needs this right now because consistency builds trust. Listen to this, because trust is what allows two lives to align without losing themselves, and don't scroll because losing yourself is no longer part of your story. This message is for you because your sense of self has strengthened, making room for partnership rather than dependency, and your heart needs this right now because partnership is mutual. Listen to this, because mutual energy feels balanced, not draining. And don't scroll because you've been feeling more balanced lately. This message is for you because the universe has been recalibrating how much you give and how much you allow yourself to receive, and your heart needs this right now because balance sustains growth. Listen to this, because growth no longer feels overwhelming to you, it feels natural, and don't scroll because natural alignment doesn't exhaust you. This message is for you because exhaustion once followed emotional effort, but now calm follows clarity, and your heart needs this right now because calm is your new baseline. Listen to this, because baseline energy determines what stays in your life, and don't scroll because what's approaching is meant to stay. This message is for you because the universe is responding to your steadiness rather than your intensity. And your heart needs this right now because steadiness builds futures. Listen to this, because futures are built through small, consistent choices, not dramatic gestures, and don't scroll because consistency has become your strength. This message is for you because the next signs will feel unmistakable but gentle, confirming what you've already sensed internally. And your heart needs this right now because confirmation brings peace. Listen to this, because peace is the emotional tone of what's unfolding. And don't scroll because staying present matters. This message is for you because awareness anchors destiny, and your heart needs this right now because destiny unfolds best when you're grounded. Listen to this, because what's aligning does not need to be chased. It's already moving toward you in perfect order, and don't scroll because alignment does the work quietly, steadily, and with purpose. Don't scroll, listen to this, because the atmosphere around your life has shifted again and your heart needs this right now in a way that goes deeper than words. This message is for you and it's arriving at a precise moment when your spirit is calm enough to receive truth without fear. Don't scroll, listen to this, because something meaningful is settling into place, not rushing, not demanding attention, but anchoring itself quietly, and your heart needs this right now because quiet anchoring lasts longer than loud promises. Listen to this, because lately you may have noticed how your reactions have softened, how you pause before responding, how your intuition speaks gently instead of urgently. And don't scroll because that gentleness is not weakness, it's wisdom. This message is for you because wisdom comes after you've survived enough to stop panicking about what's next, and your heart needs this right now because panic no longer guides your path. Listen to this, because the universe responds differently when fear steps aside, and don't scroll because fear has been loosening its grip on you. This message is for you because you've been learning how to trust timing instead of forcing outcomes, and your heart needs this right now because timing protects what's meant to stay. Listen to this, because staying power matters more to you now than intensity, and don't scroll because intensity once distracted you from alignment. This message is for you because alignment feels steady, not overwhelming. And your heart needs this right now because steadiness heals the nervous system. Listen to this, because healing has been happening quietly for you, not through dramatic breakthroughs but through consistency, through choosing peace, through honoring boundaries without apology, and don't scroll because those choices rewired your reality. This message is for you because the universe has been noticing how you no longer chase clarity. You allow it, and your heart needs this right now because allowance creates space for truth. Listen to this, because space is sacred, and don't scroll because sacred things need room to breathe. This message is for you because divine numbers have continued to appear like gentle confirmations along your path. 111 when your thoughts align with possibility instead of fear. 222 when emotional balance returns after uncertainty, 333 when guidance feels close even without explanation, and 444 when protection surrounds you during moments of quiet transition, and your heart needs this right now because these numbers are not asking you to act, they're reassuring you that you're already aligned. Don't scroll, listen to this, because reassurance is what stabilizes faith during waiting seasons. This message is for you because waiting no longer feels empty to you, it feels purposeful, and your heart needs this right now because purpose sustains patience. Listen to this, because patience is no longer something you force, it's something you embody, and don't scroll because embodiment changes outcomes. This message is for you because someone connected to your destiny has also been changing internally, reflecting, grounding, and stepping into responsibility in ways you may not see yet, and your heart needs this right now because unseen growth still shapes the future. Listen to this, because love that lasts is built in private before it's revealed in public, and don't scroll because privacy has been protecting this process. This message is for you because you've been sensing a deeper emotional calm when you think about partnership, not longing mixed with fear, but openness mixed with trust, and your heart needs this right now because trust signals readiness. Listen to this, because readiness does not feel like excitement alone, it feels like peace with uncertainty, and don't scroll because you've made peace with not knowing everything at once. This message is for you because the universe has been clearing distractions from your path, removing connections that thrived on chaos, and your heart needs this right now because chaos once drained you. Listen to this, because what's approaching now responds to your calm, not your urgency, and don't scroll because urgency is no longer required. This message is for you because soulmate-level energy does not destabilize you, it grounds you, and your heart needs this right now because grounding allows love to deepen. Listen to this, because depth requires safety, and don't scroll because safety has become your priority. This message is for you because you're no longer interested in emotional roller coasters, you're drawn to consistency that feels nourishing. And your heart needs this right now because nourishment sustains growth. Listen to this, because growth has been steady for you lately, not loud, not dramatic, but real, and don't scroll because real growth lasts. This message is for you because the universe communicates through rhythm and repetition, and your heart needs this right now because the rhythm has been clear, divine numbers like 555 appearing when supportive change is near, 666 reminding you to return to balance when your thoughts drift into overanalysis, 777 confirming alignment without needing proof, and 888 signaling that giving and receiving are finally equalizing in your life, and don't scroll because equality is essential for lasting partnership. This message is for you because healed self-worth changes what you allow, and your heart needs this right now because allowance determines experience. Listen to this, because you are now allowing stability without fearing boredom, allowing commitment without fearing loss of self, and don't scroll because those fears once limited you. This message is for you because the universe is responding to your emotional maturity, aligning circumstances that match your growth, and your heart needs this right now because maturity attracts clarity. Listen to this, because clarity has been showing up in small ways, clearer decisions, calmer conversations, stronger boundaries, and don't scroll because small shifts compound. This message is for you because compounded alignment creates momentum that doesn't exhaust you, and your heart needs this right now because exhaustion is no longer your baseline. Listen to this, because rest has become productive for you, restorative rather than avoidant, and don't scroll because restoration sharpens intuition. This message is for you because intuition has been guiding you gently, nudging rather than pushing, and your heart needs this right now because gentle guidance is sustainable. Listen to this, because sustainability is what the universe is building into your future, and don't scroll because futures are shaped quietly. This message is for you because the person aligned with your path is learning how to show up consistently, not just emotionally but practically, and your heart needs this right now because consistency builds trust. Listen to this, because trust allows two lives to align without losing themselves, and don't scroll because losing yourself is no longer part of your story. This message is for you because partnership now feels like addition, not sacrifice, and your heart needs this right now because addition expands life. listen to this, because expansion doesn't feel overwhelming anymore, it feels spacious, and don't scroll because spaciousness invites clarity. This message is for you because clarity dissolves old doubts without confrontation, and your heart needs this right now because peace replaces proving. Listen to this, because you no longer need to prove your worth to be chosen, and don't scroll because worth is inherent. This message is for you because the universe has been preparing you for something that will not require you to shrink, rush, or abandon yourself, and your heart needs this right now because alignment honors who you are. Listen to this, because what's unfolding next will feel natural, not forced. And don't scroll because natural alignment doesn't need convincing. This message is for you because the next signs will be unmistakable but gentle, confirming what you already feel rather than surprising you, and your heart needs this right now because confirmation brings peace. Listen to this, because peace is the emotional tone of what's coming, and don't scroll because staying present matters. This message is for you because awareness anchors destiny, and your heart needs this right now because destiny unfolds best when you're grounded, calm, and open. Listen to this, because what's aligning does not need to be chased, it's already moving toward you in perfect order, guided by timing, intention, and divine balance, and don't scroll because alignment does the work quietly, steadily, and with purpose. Don't scroll, listen to this, because something subtle but powerful has been unfolding around you, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. This message is for you, arriving not with noise but with intention, because the universe speaks most clearly when you finally slow down enough to hear it. Don't scroll, listen to this, because lately you've been sensing a quiet confidence settling into your chest, a feeling that you don't have to prove yourself anymore, and your heart needs this right now because proving was never your purpose. Listen to this, because the shift you're feeling isn't random, it's the result of layers falling away, layers of doubt, of overthinking, of trying to control timing that was never meant to be rushed, and don't scroll because release always precedes alignment. This message is for you because you've been noticing divine numbers appearing at moments that feel almost too precise to ignore. 111 when your thoughts drift toward a new beginning you're not even talking about yet. 222 when you're choosing peace over reaction. 333 when reassurance washes over you for no logical reason. And 444 when you're protected in moments where you could have spiraled but didn't. And your heart needs this right now because these signs aren't pushing you, they're stabilizing you. Listen to this, because stability is the foundation being built beneath your future, and don't scroll because foundations are formed quietly. This message is for you because the universe has been responding to how you've changed your inner dialogue, how you speak to yourself with more compassion now, how you pause before judging your own progress. And your heart needs this right now because self-compassion unlocks momentum. Listen to this, because momentum doesn't always feel like speed, sometimes it feels like stillness that no longer scares you, and don't scroll because fear has been losing its authority over you. This message is for you because you've grown out of emotional urgency, you no longer need answers immediately, you trust that clarity arrives when you're ready to hold it. And your heart needs this right now because readiness protects what's meant to last. Listen to this, because something aligned with your soul has been moving closer in ways you can't yet see, guided not by force but by timing, and don't scroll because timing is sacred. This message is for you because soulmate energy doesn't crash into your life, it eases in once both hearts are steady enough to recognize it. And your heart needs this right now because recognition requires calm. Listen to this, because the universe has been preparing both sides of a connection, softening expectations, dissolving old patterns, teaching patience through silence, and don't scroll because silence has been a teacher for you. This message is for you because you learned how to sit with your emotions instead of running from them, and your heart needs this right now because emotional literacy changes everything. Listen to this, because you've been feeling less reactive lately, more observant, more grounded, and don't scroll because grounded energy attracts grounded outcomes. This message is for you because divine numbers have been escalating gently, 555 appearing when you feel a shift coming but aren't anxious about it, 666 reminding you to return to balance when your thoughts wander too far into what-ifs, 777 confirming alignment when you choose authenticity over approval, and 888 signaling that reciprocity is being restored in your life, and your heart needs this right now because reciprocity replaces exhaustion with fulfillment. Listen to this, because you are no longer meant to pour endlessly without being replenished, and don't scroll because replenishment is part of your design. This message is for you because the universe has noticed how you've stopped begging for clarity and started trusting the process, and your heart needs this right now because trust expands capacity. Listen to this, because capacity determines what you can hold without breaking, and don't scroll because you're stronger now than you were before. This message is for you because the connection you've been sensing is maturing energetically, no longer fueled by longing alone but by readiness, responsibility, and mutual growth, and your heart needs this right now because growth creates longevity. Listen to this, because longevity is the theme now, not quick sparks that burn out, and don't scroll because your soul craves sustainability. This message is for you because you've been choosing rest without guilt, saying no without apology, and honoring your intuition even when it doesn't make sense to others, and your heart needs this right now because intuition is your compass. Listen to this, because that compass has been pointing you away from chaos and toward calm, and don't scroll because calm is not boring, it's nourishing. This message is for you because nourishment supports expansion, and your heart needs this right now because you're entering a phase where expansion feels safe. Listen to this, because the universe has been aligning circumstances to match your emotional maturity, removing what once thrived on your insecurity, and don't scroll because insecurity no longer defines you. This message is for you because divine numbers like 999 have been appearing to signal completion, not loss, the completion of cycles that taught you resilience, boundaries, and self-trust. And your heart needs this right now because completion creates space. Listen to this, because space allows new energy to enter without resistance, and don't scroll because resistance once kept you stuck. This message is for you because the next phase of your life will not demand that you abandon yourself to be loved, and your heart needs this right now because self-abandonment is over. Listen to this, because partnership aligned with your soul honors your individuality, your pace, your healing, and don't scroll because honor is non-negotiable now. This message is for you because you're learning that divine timing isn't about waiting endlessly, it's about preparing internally so that when things align, they feel natural instead of overwhelming, and your heart needs this right now because overwhelm is no longer your language. Listen to this, because what's approaching you will meet you where you are, not where you used to be, and don't scroll because you've outgrown old versions of yourself. This message is for you because your energy has softened but strengthened at the same time, creating a frequency that attracts honesty, depth, and emotional presence, and your heart needs this right now because presence heals. Listen to this, because healing doesn't always announce itself, sometimes it shows up as calm reactions, steady breathing, and quiet confidence, and don't scroll because those are signs of integration. This message is for you because integration is when lessons stop hurting and start guiding, and your heart needs this right now because guidance replaces confusion. Listen to this, because the universe is no longer testing you, it's responding to you, and don't scroll because response feels different than resistance. This message is for you because divine numbers continue to confirm that you're supported, protected, and aligned, even when nothing dramatic is happening on the surface, and your heart needs this right now because subtle alignment lasts. Listen to this, because what's unfolding next will not require you to rush, convince, or chase. It will meet you in stillness, clarity, and mutual respect. And don't scroll because respect is the foundation being laid. This message is for you because you're finally living from a place of inner agreement instead of inner conflict, and your heart needs this right now because agreement creates peace. Listen to this, because peace is not the absence of desire, it's the presence of trust, and don't scroll because trust is guiding you forward now, step by step, number by number, moment by moment, into something that feels aligned, steady, and deeply right. Don't scroll, listen to this, because something deeply intentional is happening in your life right now, and your heart needs this right now even if you can't fully explain why. This message is for you, and it's arriving softly, not to startle you, but to steady you, because the universe knows you've already survived enough intensity. Don't scroll, listen to this, because lately you've been feeling a calm that feels unfamiliar, almost suspicious, like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and your heart needs this right now because that calm isn't temporary, it's earned. Listen to this, because the season you're entering is not about emotional chaos, it's about emotional truth, and don't scroll because truth stabilizes what fear once shook. This message is for you because you've been noticing divine numbers appearing with a gentleness that feels reassuring instead of urgent, 111 showing up when you think about a future that no longer scares you, 222 appearing when you choose peace over reaction, 333 when you feel quietly supported even without answers, and 444 when protection wraps around you in moments you once would have spiraled. And your heart needs this right now because these numbers are confirmations, not commands. Listen to this, because confirmation is what arrives when you're already aligned, and don't scroll because alignment doesn't shout, it hums. This message is for you because you've been humming with a frequency that feels grounded, patient, and open, and your heart needs this right now because openness invites what's meant to stay. Listen to this, because something connected to your destiny has been moving closer without pressure, without force, without urgency, and don't scroll because divine timing respects your nervous system. This message is for you because the universe has been responding to how you've learned to pause before reacting, how you breathe through uncertainty instead of fighting it, and your heart needs this right now because regulation is power. Listen to this, because power no longer looks like control to you, it looks like trust, and don't scroll because trust creates space. This message is for you because space is where alignment grows, and your heart needs this right now because you've finally stopped filling silence with worry. Listen to this, because silence has become restful for you instead of lonely, and don't scroll because that shift changes everything. This message is for you because soulmate-level energy doesn't arrive in chaos, it arrives when both hearts are steady enough to recognize safety, and your heart needs this right now because safety is the new standard. Listen to this, because the universe has been softening expectations on both sides of a connection, teaching patience through stillness, and don't scroll because stillness builds clarity. This message is for you because clarity no longer comes from overthinking, it comes from alignment, and your heart needs this right now because alignment feels simple. Listen to this, because you've been craving simplicity, not because life is boring, but because peace feels rich, and don't scroll because richness isn't always loud. This message is for you because divine numbers like 555 have been appearing when you sense change approaching without fear, reminding you that evolution doesn't have to be disruptive, and your heart needs this right now because change can be gentle. Listen to this, because you're no longer afraid of growth, you trust it now, and don't scroll because trust stabilizes transitions. This message is for you because you've been releasing old emotional patterns without ceremony, simply by choosing differently, and your heart needs this right now because quiet change lasts. Listen to this, because the universe has been observing how you no longer beg for clarity, you allow it to unfold, and don't scroll because allowance invites flow. This message is for you because flow replaces resistance. And your heart needs this right now because resistance once exhausted you. Listen to this, because exhaustion has been leaving your body, replaced by a steady sense of, I can handle this, and don't scroll because resilience has matured into confidence. This message is for you because confidence doesn't need validation, it trusts itself, and your heart needs this right now because self-trust anchors destiny. Listen to this, because something aligned with your soul is responding to that trust, adjusting timing, aligning circumstances, and don't scroll because alignment works behind the scenes. This message is for you because the connection you've been sensing is no longer fueled by longing alone, it's supported by readiness, and your heart needs this right now because readiness protects love. Listen to this, because divine numbers like 666 have been reminding you to return to balance when your thoughts drift into overanalysis, and don't scroll because balance restores clarity. This message is for you because clarity is now your baseline, not confusion, and your heart needs this right now because confusion once kept you stuck. Listen to this, because the universe has been gently closing doors that no longer match your frequency, and don't scroll because closure creates space. This message is for you because space is being created for something that doesn't require you to chase, convince, or shrink, and your heart needs this right now because shrinking is over. Listen to this, because the next phase of your life honors your pace, your healing, and your boundaries, and don't scroll because boundaries protect alignment. This message is for you because divine numbers like 777 have been appearing to confirm that you're on the right path even when progress feels subtle, and your heart needs this right now because subtle progress compounds. Listen to this, because you're learning that emotional maturity attracts emotional maturity, and don't scroll because growth mirrors growth. This message is for you because the universe has been responding to how you've chosen self-respect over emotional chaos, and your heart needs this right now because respect sustains connection. Listen to this, because what's aligning now doesn't want to disrupt your peace, it wants to share it, and don't scroll because shared peace deepens bonds. This message is for you because divine numbers like 888 have been appearing to signal balance in giving and receiving, reminding you that love is reciprocal, and your heart needs this right now because reciprocity heals burnout. Listen to this, because you are no longer meant to overextend to be chosen, and don't scroll because being chosen now feels mutual. This message is for you because the universe has been preparing you for a connection that feels natural, not forced, and your heart needs this right now because natural alignment feels calm. Listen to this, because calm no longer scares you, it reassures you, and don't scroll because reassurance builds trust. This message is for you because trust allows love to unfold without anxiety. And your heart needs this right now because anxiety once clouded your intuition. Listen to this, because intuition has been clear lately, guiding you gently, consistently, and don't scroll because guidance doesn't rush. This message is for you because the universe is aligning something that will meet you where you are now, not where you used to be, and your heart needs this right now because you've evolved. Listen to this.